baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dark Nichols.
What?
Unlike normal
I'm in the
money,
wrong game.
Dark
Hold on.
Nichols will taint you
Isn't this
forever.
Rising? I think I'm in the wrong class.
This is supposed to be Darkness Rising, Week 4. We are playing. We're playing World of Darkness as published by Onyx Path and as modified by my crazy brains. Our players today will be Pythagatron. Say hi.
What's up, everybody?
Pythagatron, why don't you tell people about your character a little bit?
My character is a cop in the city who's in the middle of some very bizarre shit, to say the least, and is wanting to get to the bottom of it, and has a bit of outdated technology and
outdated cutting edge technology.
Outdated cutting edge, apparently.
And sounds like he's either smoked too many cigarettes or watched too many Batman flicks.
Possibly.
Yeah, and yeah, that's about it.
Swear to me.
All right, Levi, Matt. I gotta find a way to label your characters on your screen. But Matt, Mr. M. Dubois, why don't you tell us a little bit about your character?
Levi is an antiquarian who expects life to go back to normal.
And apparently a man of two words.
Normal, right.
Normal. Good luck, have fun.
But tell who is he? He's an antiquarian. I'm going to assume the 3 streams in the row now. Somebody has figured out what antiquarian means. It means somebody who sells. It means somebody who sells antiques. By the way.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
I figured by now, with our regular viewers at least, they would know.
Well, you always assume that there's new people here who don't know what's going on. That way, nobody feels excluded.
Oh yeah, you gotta recap. Yeah.
It's true.
Yes.
All right. So tell us a little bit about Levi, Matt.
He's a straightforward kind of guy who is concerned with doing the right thing, and he will mess you up if you get in his way. And he has a shotgun.
It's true.
I'm assuming that's how he does the messing up.
Well, he's a shopkeep, so he's had to shoot.
Oh, he's got like the sawed-off shotgun.
Yeah,
He lives in a
he saved the
he lives in a factory that's been renovated for him and his sister to live there since their parents are dead, and
Okay.
Yeah, it's the
part of
family
it's been
factory
turned-
that's fallen on some hard times.
yeah, and some of he runs an antique shop out of it because
Right.
it was a furniture factory.
And I'd like everybody to give Plutoferia a warm welcome. This is her first week playing with us. She'll be here every week from now on. Hey!
Yeehaw.
Clap, you motherfucking French bitch. Clap. Not you.
He can't.
She can clap for
He
herself.
can't. He's just a picture.
Matt,
He's not a
He's
gift.
not real.
He's not real.
Matt is just a kid in the market. It's because Matt's not even here because the reason we have a picture there isn't because Matt over there isn't just because Matt
he's
doesn't have
lazy.
a camera. It's not
Well,
just
it's
because
'cause
he's
he's
too
lazy.
lazy to have a camera. It's because his computer is actually made out of different potato pieces, and it couldn't.
It's true.
support- he
It's
can
cobbled
barely.
together with hopes and duct tape.
He actually he can't even have Roll20 showing the camera. while
Nope,
we're
I can't
playing.
see any of you. I am
His
blind.
CPU is like a hamster running on
my.
the wheel.
So he's
Yeah, I was
basically
gonna
on the
say,
phone
sounds
here.
like it. Sounds like it.
It's,
All right,
it's
but
like,
so Pluto Fairy, why don't you tell us a little bit about your character? Introduce us to the
All
character you're
right.
playing.
All right,
Provided
my
she survives.
character. Provided she survives. Don't do that to me. Tanya Louder, and basically the wide-eyed, not necessarily naive, but definitely wide-eyed wonder of just looking at everything and asking why, and very curious. And I try to be uplifting and keep people's spirits high, and that's what I like to do. And yeah, I come into this looking for I'm looking for my missing brother. He got snatched. I have a twin brother, and he got snatched when I was 7 when we were at the mall. We have no idea what happened. My parents presume he's dead. But I'm like, I'm going to college. I'm going to college for data forensics. Gonna try and find my brother. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm entering the foray.
Normally failing college for data forensics.
Failing, yes, failing, because actually my parents have cut me off financially because I have taken my obsession a little too far, and I was not supposed to do this for the rest of my life, and my parents were like, seriously?
So basically,
fur.
I don't know.
Too
This
fur.
brings up you're
Yeah.
basically Foxy Mulder.
Foxy Mulder. Yeah.
Hey,
Ah. I stuck the Y in
Yeah.
myself because
good.
I'm the 12-year-old between the two of us. But you know.
But yeah, no, I don't necessarily like believe in the occult or anything, but I'm aware of it because I spend a lot of time on the internet.
Yep.
So
Okay.
looking for things.
And Optical's character, who's not here, his character's name is Jack. Jack is a complete and total mooch who will he'll pay you right back. He's a couch hopping. He's a couch hopper professionally, right? Can't really hold a job. People seem to like him a lot. Nobody can seem to figure out why they like him so much, right?
I can't figure it out either.
I can't figure it out either. Like,
He's
so far,
living on the
we bought him
couch right
coffee,
now. There's no shame in living on a couch. when you get kicked
there's no
out your
shame in living on a
parents'
couch
place.
if it's your couch, right? It's more like he's in a different couch every couple of weeks, right? Like, and he's always looking for a job, right? Like,
Look for the right couch, you know.
He's always looking for a
He's
job, but
looking
you
for
never
the
see him
right
go out to
couch.
any interviews.
he just hasn't found the right couch yet. Doesn't want to settle down until he
Yeah.
does.
It's complicated.
basically, he's Jim.
Yeah.
You don't know Jim, but Jim is a friend of mine who's in the audience today.
No, I'm pretending I know him for the sake
Yeah,
of the stream.
totally.
But yeah,
Okay, so-
totally, Jim.
So
Totally.
also Pluto Fairy brings to the table a very important element of the show, right? Pluto Fairy, you are the diversification token on the like the broadcast, right? You're the grill.
I'm the grill.
You're the only
This
grill.
is true.
All
I
right?
am the proud owner of a set of boobs and a vagina. And therefore, this grants me special privileges on the internet. Some of those privileges are being asked to show my boobs on streams. That's pretty cool.
Nobody ever asked me that, right? Like,
Let's
you're
see.
not a grill.
Yes, I also enjoy
Optical
like
just
at least a 20
volunteers
subscriber
without,
bump because I'm a grill.
son of a bitch! I didn't change the game. This is not actually Final Fantasy 14. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
guys.
no.
This
So I
isn't.
forgot to change my stream this morning. And I'm like, all
sorry.
day. No, today's not all day. Today we're here now.
Hmm.
Yes, I'm a grill now. You get the diversity card. Grills? I'm like, I kind of count. I don't know. I'm not.
Well, it's okay. I mean, I was only brought here because I'm bald. He's like, okay, we got to make
That's a-
old
that's a
guys
good
feel
thing.
welcome here.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I wonder if
We
that's
gotta
why you
appeal
have
to the
such trouble with
elderly
lighting.
demographic.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
See, like we've got Pythagatron and Pluto Fairy are like the complete and total opposite of each other, right? Like Pythagatron has all of his hair down here, and Pluto Fairy has all of her hair up here.
Hold my
Right?
hair
You
up
can
here.
See, like they're like the yin and yang of hair. It's
It's gravity, man, gravity.
This used to be longer. I used to have hair all the way down to my butt. Past that.
Me too. Me
okay,
too.
Okay, so
Really? That's awesome.
okay, so for the audience, following at home, the last episode. I like to think of this as a TV show. So today we're starting episode 2. This is week 4 of the game, all right? But this is episode 2 of the TV show season. Okay, so in episode 1, our unlikely group of heroes were unlikely brought together into an unlikely circumstance by unlikely means, namely a casserole, an antique, and a rumor. It was Axel's wife had to deliver a casserole to her new friend Faith. Jack had heard a rumor that a not so nice person on the streets wanted Faith for whatever reason. And Levi had just recently found the perfect antique to sell to Faith because he knew what her tastes were. And as everybody was on their way to meet with Faith, they encountered a little girl whose dog was missing. An officer's promise was made, and then the corpse of a dog was found. It was gruesome. The party went to visit Faith, did not find Faith, instead found these thugs who we later concluded were possessed by something with black eyes. Like, not like punched black, like their eyes are black, no, very supernatural, like, yeah, demons!
Yeah.
Right?
Demons!
And the apartment was cold, and it was dark, and it was resistant to light. There was a scuffle, and the thugs jumped out the 7th story of the building, landed, were completely fine, and ran away. They were captured later by Axel's co-workers, officers Tom and Jerry, who were then subsequently possessed by whatever the fuck was in the thugs after it hopped. After a while, the characters started to encounter strange phenomena. Levi started smelling fresh-cut grass where it wasn't. And Jack has found a book that he has told nobody about that keeps writing things in itself for him.
Hey, we have no proof that there was no fresh cut grass anywhere.
Exactly.
We have
right.
no proof.
As things came to a head, the party was then pulled in to rescue one of Jack's friends, who thought somebody was breaking into his house and cut the power. When they got there, it wasn't that the power had been cut out, it was that the place was supernaturally dark and cold. They were attacked by some strange black demonish things, and they fended them off, namely because Levi got some really solid rolls with a shotgun. And
Blasted him!
Smelling, you're getting events out of order, though, because
yes,
smelling...
it doesn't matter if you're in order. Have you ever seen an episode of Supernatural? That shit, like, gets recut out.
They just cut that shit up!
They just cut that shit up in order. So don't give me no shit about that, Matt, alright? I'm a professional, okay?
One of these days, these recaps are going to take longer than actually playing the game.
Than the actual episode. We just need to have, like, we just need to have a cut set of, like, campaign stuff.
Eventually, things came to a head where they had found that the source, they were all led through different reasons. Levi found a white rabbit that he followed because he knew it wanted to follow him. It wanted him to follow it, and he didn't know how he knew that. He just understood. There was this rabbit, and he had this understanding. And the white rabbit led him somewhere. Jack found an address in his book, and Axel got a very strange text that seemed to be from the receptionist at the police station calling him to duty at a particular address. And when they got to that address, it was actually the place across the street from both the site of the attack on Jack's friend and from Faith's apartment in a trailer where previously they had found Tom and Jerry's car frozen over on the inside. Well, when they got here, Joe, the guy who lived in the trailer, was opening a portal to some crazy black void place. And as Axel,
Tom and Jerry were possessed.
Yes, Tom and Jerry were defending the trailer, and as Axel and Jack scuffled with the cops outside, the possessed cops, Levi dove into the trailer and had an epic struggle with Joe, wherein Levi almost fell into the portal until everything was. It looked like the party was just about to lose it and die when Axel exploded in a telekinetic blast that he still has no idea how it happened. Jack started overhearing.
Well,
voices.
shit, Axel.
Jack started overhearing all kinds of crazy stuff, including Joe's plans, and was able to cut Joe off as Joe made his escape. And Levi hulked out with one massive big arm and a berserker rage that he couldn't think straight through.
And that I don't even remember.
Don't even remember. So the trailer explodes because the portal is destabilized. Levi has thrown Joe into the trailer, so we can't even talk to him anymore. And afterwards, Axel does some research for who he believes to be the FBI, who are helping him cover this up as a meth lab gone wrong. And it was revealed that basically Joe had been suffering from some kind of rare lethal disease, cancer or whatever the fuck it was. And instead of going in for treatment one day, a stranger calling themselves Prudence had walked into the office where he was having an appointment, whispered something in his ear, and Joe stopped talking to the hospital people immediately and just left. And he had survived for a solid 3 or 4 weeks beyond his due date, presumably by using this black magic is the best we can conclude. And nobody has been able to figure out what the fuck happened with those powers, why the fuck there are portals, nobody had ever encountered magic before, and that was where we left off. That was the end of episode 1.
I believe there was a point of contention we were talking about earlier. Did the dog have a collar?
Did the dog have a collar?
Yeah, did the dog have an identifying collar?
I don't recall the dog having a collar. Did we actually know that dog's
They were wondering if
Spot?
they actually identified.
It was my intent that be identified as Spot.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that makes me feel better.
So yeah, I was like, well, there had to be like a collar on the dog. Said Spot.
So looking into short bushes was still a distraction, but whatever.
I mean, all that's left of Spot is a Spot, but still.
So,
wow.
Wow.
I made myself
fucked
sad.
up, yo. All right, so before we get the whole episode going and we actually get into play, can I get a sound check in the audience? Can people tell me if the others are too loud, if I am too loud? Can you hear me?
Do I sound like I'm on old-time radio? Like, seriously.
If nobody says that anything's wrong, we'll just pick it up and
We'll continue on.
And we'll continue on. But I want to give it at least like 30 seconds because of stream delay. As I bust out, this is my my storyteller notes, right? Like every game I storytell for is in this thing. Pluto's a little louder. I can't do anything about individual sound levels here, unfortunately.
I can talk quieter.
That
I
would be
can do
appreciated.
that.
Next time,
Yes.
we're eventually going to
Until she
wind up
gets
splitting
excited.
this over a couple of different pieces of software, change some things under the hood. But until then, this is the best we got.
I can move my mic a little back too. Yeah, no, I'll control the volume of my voice.
I will turn the system sounds down then. All right, so here we are, and it'll be a couple of weeks of not a whole lot of excitement will go by. All right, so Axel, it is getting harder and harder to do your job well, as the weeks. As you know, as a couple weeks go by, like crime rates are rising drastically. It's a spike in crime rates. That you've had a couple of cases of folks, quote unquote, waking up in the interrogation room or whatever.
Yeah.
And it started to become a thing where people are just blaming it on the recent news story about it and blah blah blah. You know, copy imitations, trying to get off the hook, whatever. So there's a lot of people that you know, because of what you encountered, are probably innocent. Sitting in jail because of the thing that was inside of them doing something. But there's not a whole lot you can do about it, and this has caused a lot of tension between you and your coworkers and you and your boss. And you know, it's always one thing or another. You're trying to do the right thing, and you're trying to keep the streets clean, and you're trying to put the bad people behind bars and keep the good people out from behind bars.
Right.
And lately the lines have been blurring a bunch, and you're walking a tight rope right now, trying to not lose your job while still trying to do the right thing. It's rough. You're not getting too much sleep, you know, but you and your wife, you're pulling through because you got to pay the bills. You got to eat more of the casseroles that she likes making, you know. Right. Levi, business has actually been doing really well. You get a lot of people lately. It's weird. A lot of people who are they're showing up, and they're interested in old stuff. Just antiques.
That's good. I also fix old stuff.
Yeah, you know, you've gotten a couple of repair jobs, but also you get people who are like, they're looking for stuff like watches, or, you know, like antique phones, or like, you know, just old stuff. There's just suddenly like, you know, your business has doubled the past couple of days. You're not gonna stare a gift horse in the mouth, right?
No, I'll like give my sisters a, you know, we'll take her out for dinner and
right.
maybe grab
And
some.
that's the other thing, is because you've had to spend a lot more time working, right?
Well,
you haven't had as much time for your sister as you would like, and it's kind of put a strain there more than usual.
I was about to say there's already a pretty strained relationship.
Yeah,
I don't get.
You and your sister just don't understand each other, right? And like, you'll tell her something that you intend to be like a compliment or something that's nice or encouraging, and this will really upset her, right? And then she'll try and express her feelings to you, and it'll come off like an attack, and you're just not getting along, and because of all the work you've been doing lately, it's coming under even a greater strain. All right, and Pluto, could you change your name in?
Oh yeah, to my.
So that I know what your character's name is. I am terrible with names. I am awful with names.
It's true. Even when he can see Axel's name, he keeps calling him Pythagatron for some reason.
Yep.
It's true. Okay. There you go.
Okay, Tanya. Thank
Changed.
you. Tanya, it's been a hell of a week at school, right? We'll say it's like finals or something. Like, it's just a big wave of tests, midterms. Not quite finals, midterms, right? So you've been popping caffeine pills and cramming and studying, and you just can't seem to get the hang of it, right? And you just like this today, you just passed in your last midterm, and then you like crashed for a couple hours and slept at last, right? And you know, there's a lot of pressure. You have to get good grades on these midterms, or else you're gonna flunk.
I'm out.
And you're
yeah,
out.
I'm out.
And it's bad enough that like you've got the funding, like the people who handle the college's money, you're breathing down your neck, right?
You haven't paid back these bills. Just
like, yep, just leave me alone, right? and your roommate has had a lot of girlfriends over, so you haven't even, you know, you haven't had the couch
sleep.
Yeah, you haven't got much sleep. It's not good.
Yeah, I'm rooming. Oh, for the record, I'm rooming with. Her name is Aurora Borealis. She's lesbian, so there's lots of ladies hanging out.
Lesbian.
I sleep on the couch, but if like one of her lesbian girlfriends was sleep over, I'm on the floor. That's the hierarchy here.
Yep.
I'm crashing because I got kicked out of my parents' house.
They don't sleep in her bed?
No,
I myself, my character does not identify as a lesbian as far as she knows yet. I don't know, maybe something's gonna change, but for the sake of the story,
I meant when her friend brings girlfriends home, they don't sleep in the
well,
same bed.
sometimes she has crazy lesbian parties, okay?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So, Maybe there's more than one girl.
Sometimes she has crazy lesbian parties, okay?
Sometimes okay.
I just want to note that
I
for
don't
once in
judge.
my life,
judge.
I was not the person who uttered that sentence at the game table. I was not the person who said it this time, right? It was Pluto, right? She's over there.
Yeah,
She was up there, right? It was her, not me.
Yeah,
not me.
so her
It was
name is Aurora Boreal. She changed it when she got kicked out of her parents' house because her parents are very conservative. She came out, it was great. She came out at our high school graduation. She was valedictorian and came out to her parents at graduation and they kicked her out of the house. That was the response. So,
All right,
yeah.
so it's been, you know, because it's, you know, coming up on like a couple of weeks of downtime. There's been a lot of partying, been a lot of stuff going on. You haven't had. It's been a rough couple of weeks. Now you have.
I'm not running out a lot of sleep.
One of your friends, Tanya, who goes by the name of Jeremiah. Oh no, I'm not sure. Judas Kennington. Judas Kennington.
Judas Kennington.
He's one of he's going to go into school for microbiology. Right.
Okay.
And so you've had some classes together, right?
Yeah.
And this kid he comes from a rich family. Like money.
Okay.
You're pretty certain they have quarters for blood. And like they wipe their asses with $100 bills, right?
Yeah.
But he himself does not suffer from.
He doesn't suffer from that stuck-upness.
Yeah, no. He's totally a really nice guy. It's just you don't have much chance to talk with him.
Mm-hmm.
And lately he's actually put a little effort into like reaching out to talk to you. And so you've been talking to Judas Kennington lately.
Judas Kennington.
Sure,
I'm writing this down.
Oh yeah. Pluto's taking notes. You guys should learn. This is how it's done.
Shut up.
All right.
Shut up.
take
Don't
notes.
tell them what I'm doing. Don't clue them in on my secrets. I'm bad at remembering stuff. So. All right. So yeah, Judas. So he's been trying to get in my pants. That's really what this is going on about.
Maybe.
No, no.
He's a pretty sweet guy. He might be trying to get in your
No,
pants. He might. You're a smart girl.
What's his charisma score on this guy? What's his charisma? What's his charisma looking like?
It's probably like presence 3. Easier to get along with than most people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not saying he's got the striking looks merit or nothing, right? He's a pretty average looking dude.
He's no Nathan Fillion, but okay.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly, right? Like.
Like everyone's like, yeah, no, we all have crushes on Nathan Fillion. We agree with that statement. Everybody.
Pith is married and presumably straight and still has a crush on Nathan Fillion. It's true.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to resist that.
It
All
really
right.
is.
So we've been like texting, probably like, how'd you do on this? Fucking flunked, man.
Pluto Fairy is officially going to be the person at the table who's like, if there are any girls there, I want to do
Is
them.
there any Mountain Dew? Do we have any Mountain Dew? Is there any girls at the bar? I'm totally hitting on them. Okay.
All right.
I apologize if I just blew out everybody's ears with that yelling. I didn't realize that.
All right. So.
I have a bit more echo than I normally have. Here, let me move that up a little bit. It's probably because it's bouncing
Okay,
off my computer screen.
so here's the deal. I've got 3 of you. Ha! I never prepped my 4th scenario. Excellent.
Cheetos.
Thank you for being missing on the day that I forgot to prep for you, Optical. Excellent timing. Woohoo! Okay, so who wants to go first? Not it.
Not it. Oh wait, damn it! I do
Not
want
it.
it.
What do
Pluto's not it.
What do I have? What? Uh-oh.
Okay, so for the record, I was gonna say at the start of the session, right before we get going, there's a rule here. All right, if you are out of character, type it or do this,
Oh, okay.
like the moose horns thing on the forehead.
Oh, like...
So that way, if you actually say something, I'm going to assume it's in character, unless you're doing this
Okay,
or you
unless
specify.
you're doing this.
Unless you do this, or you say out of character X, or you type it instead. All right.
Okay.
That's for game flow, and it helps me. It helps me immersion. Okay. I'm immersioning. Yeah. Like. All right.
What if our character in character wants to do this, but not want to come out of character, but in character?
Well, in that
doing
case, I would do something like this. To be like, okay, out of character, when I do this, it doesn't mean out of character this one time, all right? That's what I would do. I assume
I'm
it would
an
be
asshole.
Matt's character who wanted to do that, right? And Matt's character, whenever Matt talks, all I hear is...
I like Vamp Kiss's suggestion, jazz hands.
Jazz hands. those happen in character a lot more often.
I was gonna say that
it
has
really
a high
is a
chance
thing.
of happening
All right,
with my
so-
character.
Okay, so
right.
what you just missed there, Pluto, is that on occasion I'll start it by touching my nose and saying not it, and the last person to touch their nose and say not it, they're it.
What does that mean?
Typically I'll start that when like something bad is gonna happen, but I'm gonna target somebody in the party to have it happen too.
Oh.
But it's gonna be random, like not it.
Backsies and not it.
Okay, so
No, that's fine. Yeah, this is
Tanya.
happening to me. This is happening to me.
you are on your way. You were invited to actually spend some time over at Judas's place, right? To talk. You know, Judas is really struggling in microbiology. That's one of the classes that you're not necessarily going to commit seppuku over.
Right.
And so you know you're headed over there to help him. Plus, you know, getting away from Aurora Borealis' place at this point is it?
Yeah, that thing's a party house. I need a break.
You need a break from Lesboland, which is totally.
I mean,
the best
not that it
theme park
isn't
ever.
fun.
Like,
That's the best theme park ever. I'm not complaining, but I myself need a bit of. I need a bit of out of the house time.
yeah. Okay. So I almost just spit my fucking Gatorade everywhere. That was pretty fun. I don't know, like I said, Lesboland, best theme park ever, and took a swig, and then almost afterwards, like my brain
not
caught
gonna
up to the
talk about
joke.
it.
Like,
We're not going to talk about it, but I have several ride ideas in my head.
Yep.
We're not going to talk about them though.
Okay. So so we've got
All right.
you're walking from point A to point B down the sidewalk, and there's this musician on the road, and he's busking, right? And this guy, like, he's, you know, it's almost, you can't really strictly say it, but you feel like he's smiling at all these people, and he looks at you, and he gets this like look on his face, right? Like,
Make that right back. Me, you too.
you know, and like
I was smiling at him until he made what?
yeah, and then he looked, he was like, what the, right? And then
Yeah.
and he goes back and tries to like put the smile back on his face as he's like playing his guitar or whatever, right? He's got a jar next to himself, right? And a little sign says, you know, trying to feed my daughter, right?
Anybody else listening, or people just kind of walking by?
There's a small crowd of people, Bill. You know, he's not bad at all. You know, he definitely he's playing pretty well. He just gave you that look like you know, like yeah, right. And he goes back and he starts and what happens, right, is he's playing, and then some fucking punk like runs past this guy, right, and like snatches the guitar out of his hand and bolts.
Which direction? In my direction, or
No,
in
he
opposite direction?
He runs past you, right? Past the dude, grabs the guitar and keeps going.
Oh, okay. So yeah, dude with the guitar is in front of me.
Yep. And there's actually like the jar, like it's a mason jar. Money's just left sitting there. As this guy gets up, as the musician's like, ah shit, what? And just like bolts.
Yeah, bolts after the instrument.
Yeah, he bolts out the instrument. So this guy who's a complete and total dickbag to you, just like for no reason, right? Just left his money sitting right there. What do you do?
I'm not gonna take a busker's money.
All right.
What kind of terrible person do you think I am? I mean, well, okay, I'm pretty desperate for money, though. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute.
I would never, but now I might.
Hold on. I gotta think. I'm gonna actually stand where he was busking.
Yep.
And make sure that nobody else takes it first.
All right.
At least.
Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to roll perception. All right. When I say perception, the dice pool is wits plus composure, and in your case, you actually have 9 again on these rolls, which means
so I roll 9d10.
No, you're gonna roll wits plus composure. Whatever your wits and composure scores are, add them together.
Wits 2, composure 3.
All right.
So 5.
So you're gonna roll 5 dice. Okay. Now there's a special rule that your character has when you're noticing stuff. Okay, and that's 9s explode, not just 10s, but the roll 20.
Oh, that's right, trained observer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't. So keep an eye out for the 9s.
So keep an eye out for the 9s and roll 1 die for every 9 you roll.
Okay, 5d10s. I got 2 9s.
Holy shit!
And Jesus Christ!
Okay.
Wow.
So that's 4 successes so far. Roll 2d10.
And 2 more explosions. So 1.
2 more 9s,
Yeah, 1 more.
See, oh.
Okay, so that was almost what we call an exceptional success.
Which we haven't had yet.
Typically, you only need 1 success to accomplish anything, right? But if you
Curses!
get 5 successes, that's a crit. That's an exceptional success. You almost got an exceptional, but that was pretty impressive.
That was actually, wow.
That was nice rolls.
Those are not normal rolls for me.
I hate to intimidate you, Pluto, but as the DM, you need to know I'm one of those lucky motherfuckers who gets those dice rolls all the time.
Bitch, I'm a halfling because I get to re-roll once.
Okay, so
yeah, I'm actually like where his busking area is. I'm not like gonna sit where he was, but I am gonna stand next to it and try to like. I actually wanted to know why the hell he looked at me like that. I'm more insulted by that.
Yep.
And so I'm wondering, what's your deal, bro? Like, I ain't got no beef with you. I'm poorer than you.
All right.
So
as you're sitting there watching, you're kind of like standing subtle guard, not making a big deal out of it.
Yeah,
just,
up against the wall, just kind of looking,
just making sure nobody else takes it, right?
Yeah.
You'll notice
Guy's
something.
done nothing to me.
You're gonna notice something weird about the jar. All right. You're gonna notice something really weird about the jar. The inside of the jar, right? It's like there's some of that in with the dollar bills kind of crumpled up.
Mm-hmm.
Leaves.
Yeah, leaves?
Leaves, yeah. From this, when you're actually paying attention, like, it's something that not anybody else might have noticed, but, you've always been that person who just caught the details.
Just kind of caught the little things, yeah.
The little things, like, that's weird. There's, like, leaves stuffed in there as well. Like, is he trying to make it look like he's making more money than he is? Or what?
I am going to walk across exactly where that jar is and accidentally trip and knock over the jar.
Ah, all right. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to you are the first person who has ever made me, in this game, come up with a weird dice pool. You're going to roll me dexterity plus subterfuge.
Dexterity 2 plus subterfuge 1. 3. So I'm rolling 3d10s.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Ah,
2
not bad.
successes.
Ah,
not
good,
terrible.
good. So you don't get anybody like noticing that you are deliberately trying to make this look fake.
Right, yeah, no, I'm gonna kick it with a little bit of,
like, what? And trip over it. Right?
Oh, no, oh, whoopsies. It looks into the jar.
Right. So about, like, money will go, like, spilling out and a couple of people will, like, run over.
Well,
right, and start,
yeah.
and you're keeping an eye on them, and nobody actually takes any of the money. And all things said and done, when the jar spills over, there are no more leaves in it. The leaves aren't. Maybe you were seeing it. Maybe you were seeing stuff, but you don't.
So
see
the jar is currently looking like empty now.
Like, yeah, there's no leaves anymore. There's just money.
Am I going insane?
Maybe.
Have my years of wild hedonism finally caught up with me? No. Have like legitimately like am I short circuiting? Okay, we're gonna head on over to. I mean, I guess I think I saw leaves, but there were obviously no leaves in there. There are a couple dollars on the ground I can scoop up as I make my way nonchalantly as I make my way over to what's his name, Judas's place.
Yeah, are you gonna take any of the money, or are you just gonna?
Oh yeah, that's what I said. No. I'm. There's like there's like a $5 on the ground. Let's snag that. I'm hungry. I'll grab a coffee on the way.
We'll throw that in with the dex subterfuge check.
The guy still hasn't come back. He just went off and he's nowhere to be seen. Right.
Okay. All right. So I gotta take a note of that. 1 second.
I'm gonna snag I'm not gonna take all the money.
No, you're just
and
take like a $5, just a little bit. Like,
there's like a $5
for services rendered. You watched over his stuff while he was gone, right?
He has. It's been like a good 5 minutes. Bro Sauce hasn't come back and checked on his money. I accidentally kicked the dang thing. So.
All right. Well, you are desperate for cash.
I'm desperate for cash, but I'm
strapped.
not that desperate. I understand that not. I mean, he worked hard for this, but I could use a cup of coffee, and I did. I worked 5 minutes to watch your stuff. Also, I saw some leaves and kicked your jar over. Have a nice day.
Yep.
I'm gonna go get some coffee now. No, so nobody else picked up any of the money after I kicked it over.
You're the only one who took anything.
Oh, that's gonna bite me in the ass later. All right. That's a tracking device. I'm done. But see, my character is like, Bro Sauce ain't coming back. To the best of my knowledge. And there's like, No indication that he's coming back, right? Yeah,
Hey,
I'm just
seems to
gonna
be out and about
snag a
doing his
fiver
thing.
and
And away you
Yep.
go. All right. Okay, so you're gonna keep heading off to Judas's house. All right. Levi,
What's up?
you are an antiquarian, and this means that occasionally people come to you and they want old things, and sometimes old
apparently,
things are very
Michael, that's
valuable,
a lot.
right? Sometimes old things are very valuable.
That's the idea.
So you have received some business calls recently from a Jeremiah Kennington,
Okay.
who is by no means plot relevant, I promise.
He's not a Judas Kennington
He's
at all?
not not a
he's
Judas
got
Kennington.
a
This was Jeremiah
he's got
Kennington.
a name.
Yep.
He's-
He all you know of him is that 1, he is very rich. 2, he wants something very old. And 3, he has a last name and is therefore not a red shirt.
Is he particular about what old thing he gets?
Yeah, no. It's almost as though you know how like lately there's been a lot of that weird coincidence going on in your life.
No.
Like everybody showing up at Faith's the moment that all these thugs were there.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was
Right, like that level of really
that was-
weird.
that was
coincidence.
because- that wasn't that weird. That was because of the rabbit.
Yeah. But you know what I mean. Like there's been some coincidences going on, and one of those coincidences that you happen to get into your place. Somebody's microphone is really.
That is Pluto Fair. I don't know
Weird.
what's happened. I don't know what's happened. There, it stopped.
Did you turn on your air conditioner, Pluto?
Fixed. Is it hopefully fixed?
It's a little bit, yeah.
Did you hear like air? Do I have to turn
Yeah.
off all my fans? What the heck?
Hey, your
Yeah, and I
microphone's,
also
like,
that was my typing.
Yeah,
it's
no,
super-
I was like, I got the typing, and I was gonna like drop you a message somewhere like the typing is super loud.
Yeah,
for
no,
no
that's what
goddamn reason.
my husband was like. Dude, this mic. It's
I know the
nuts.
feeling, like I really do.
It's nuts.
You gotta
Okay,
okay. Anyway,
hold
so,
on a second.
Yeah, go ahead. Levi, you got an old, you had an old crucifix that came in.
Really?
Yeah, like it you don't know where from, right?
Did it
But
look like it could have fit the wall on Faith's place?
maybe, but this stuff came in from like this you got like through the channels of the people that you hook up with looking for old stuff to sell, right?
Right,
Like
yeah,
this is one of
naturally.
those like rare steals, and it came from literally a different country, so it can't be the one that came from Faith's apartment. And
Sure,
you've
it
seen the
can.
you've seen the paperwork; it's legit.
Yeah, but the White Rabbit might say otherwise.
That you haven't seen the White Rabbit.
I know, but it might. You never know.
One,
It could show
one
up
day.
again.
Okay, so your character's been like faithfully waiting for the White Rabbit to come along.
No, not necessarily, but at this
I
point,
was about to say,
Like,
the demon stuff is
sounds like a
done,
crazy person.
but
There you
and the White Rabbit was clearly caught up in the demon stuff. It was probably like an angel rabbit or something, but
go. Oh, clearly.
yeah, but I mean, if the angel rabbit showed up one time, there's no saying it won't show up again. I'm not-
Anti-Devils and Angel Rabbits brought to you by Mr. M. Du Bois.
Anyways. Yeah, so I'm not faithfully waiting for it. I just won't be surprised if it shows up again, really. It knows where I sleep.
Oh, we lost Pluto Fairy.
She said she'd be right back, I think.
Yeah. Oh, nope, there she goes. She's back. Oh.
See?
Oh.
See?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Ah!
All right, so this crucifix has come in, and not a day after you've got it in your system, right? Like you've got the
Yep.
you've got it indexed and brought in. You get a phone call from a Jeremiah Kennington, and he actually it's not from Jeremiah Kennington. It's actually from Jeremiah Kennington's assistant.
What's her name? Or his name.
Jeremiah
Could be
Kennington's assistant is named Jonathan.
it's not Jonathan Smith by any chance.
No, it's Jonathan Hills.
Jonathan Hills wants me to what?
He wants you to wait while I write that down. All right. So Jonathan
The
is
assistant
calling.
needs to take notes on his own name.
Jonathan is calling on behalf of Mr. Jeremiah Kennington. Money is no object, and they are looking for a very specific and rare antique.
Great.
It's a crucifix that is part of a collection.
I see.
There are 5 of these crucifixes, and they have been looking for them in order to build the collection because Mr. Kennington wants to. These go for huge sums of money, or at least that's what they've been told. And you, as a smart businessman, are not want to disagree with them.
It's like, I'm not gonna disagree with that. Yeah, they go for loads of money, man.
And you happen to tell them, oh hey, I happen to have one.
I do?
Just recently. Yeah, it's the one that you just got.
Oh, I didn't know that was the same one.
Yes. Until just now when I told you, because that's how information flow at a table works. The GM tells you things and you don't know until the GM tells you.
Well, now I know. I have one of those. That's amazing. What a coincidence. That's great. I can. You want me to deliver it, or you want to come pick it up, or how's this gonna go down?
Why don't you bring it here for inspection so that we can see it and verify it for ourselves with our experts and so on? That'd be great.
Yeah, sure. Hey, no problem. Just give me an address.
If it turns out we'll be able to pay you at least somewhere between how does anywhere between 40 and 50,000 sound to you, depending on the quality that it's in, like the condition.
Well, it sounds like it might be a little on the low end, but on the other hand,
Okay, what I want you to do me right now, Matt, is I want you to roll me. What social skills do you have?
Let's see here. I know I've got persuasion, and I have animal ken, empathy, and subterfuge, and socialize.
All right, so we're gonna go with subterfuge on this one. All right. Roll me manipulation plus subterfuge.
All right. Manipulation plus subterfuge, and I'm gonna add another die because I have fast talk, so why not? That's gonna be 4 dice. Hey, I got a success.
All right. He says, "Well, I will inform Mr. Jeremiah."
I actually don't know if I'm lying because you haven't told me if it's actually.
Well, you paid $2,000 for it.
Oh, okay. Anyways, yeah. So continue.
So he's like, "All right, we'll pass that along to Mr. Jeremiah, and if you could bring it along so that he could lay eyes on it himself."
Yep.
All right. So
I need an address.
They will give you the address, all right, and the sooner the better. Can you show up today?
I can do it today. I can come. I can start over there now, or if you want to give me an appointment time.
I can set an appointment within the next hour if it's convenient to you.
It is.
All right. For that level of money, you can have me while I'm brushing my teeth, and it'll be convenient. I promise.
I can be taking a leak, and it'll be fine.
Into the box it goes. Into your car you go.
Yeah, I close up shop and everything first. Like,
okay, so
responsible antiques dealer.
Yeah, so you are driving down the road, with this antique crucifix in the back seat in a box, right?
In the back seat? Hell no, I have in the passenger seat.
Oh, yeah, the passenger. All right, yeah, and there's this. You're walking you're driving down the road, and there's a guy walking down the road. Walking down the sidewalk, right?
All right.
And it looks a little bit like Pythagatron does, only not at all because he has hair and it's all frizzled, right?
Okay.
He's got like frazzled, like that Einstein crazy hair, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to imagine Pith with a fro now.
Dude, I
go get it, Pith. Go get it. Do it.
I do have one.
Get it. Go get it.
You want me to get it?
Yeah, go get it. He brought it up. You gotta get it. You gotta get it.
All right.
So,
So I'm not gonna lie, I have been trying to figure out how to switch my microphone over. I can't figure it out, guys.
I wish Optical's here because it's something to do in Chrome, but your mic right now is fine.
Yeah, okay, so it's good?
Yeah, you're good. You're like, there's not, just try and hit the mute button whenever you go to like type.
Yeah, whenever I go to type.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was odd.
I just don't know, don't feel bad. Jen's microphone will occasionally there'll be a plane in the air. She's like 3 walls between her and the nearest window, and her microphone will be like, "Sorry, you can't hear what Jen is saying because plane."
Because fucking plane. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so so there's this guy with the frazzled hair,
Yeah,
right?
that's
And
right.
he's got this big pile of books and notes, right? And he's obviously some kind of professor. With judging by the way he's dressed, he's got a bunch of books and like tests and stuff, and and as he's walking, some guy with a guitar, right, comes tearing down the road at top speed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! I told you.
Okay, I turned my camera. I turned on.
Oh
the video
my
feed
goodness.
Just to see this. Totally worth it.
You turn it off as well so you don't crash out.
Oh my god.
What's up, everybody?
So, does
was
Axel
great.
Omega have fro hair?
No, but I feel like he should.
This is amazing.
Isn't it?
Looks
okay.
like a white Bob
So
Marlowe.
you got this crazy hair professor. He's walking down the road, and this guy with a guitar, like tearing ass,
Right, yeah.
like running like he done stole something, right? Just fucking down the sidewalk he goes and just plows right into this professor guy. Books and papers and notes just every fucking
Everywhere,
where,
yeah.
right?
Everywhere.
And then another guy comes flying past, chasing the dude with a guitar, right? Screaming something at the top of his fucking lungs and just plows into this fucking professor. Again, professor spins over, lands, boom, right in the sidewalk. His ass, like, this guy is like, he's got to be like fucking 50, 60 years old. Like, this guy's not having a good day, all right? So I have a question for you, Mr. Levi Waterhouse.
Yeah.
There's a person in need here. Do you stop to help them?
Damn it. I feel like there should be some kind of check on my conscience. Hey, by the way, we never did those breaking points.
You know what? We'll do that at the end of this scene.
Okay. Anyways, I will pull into a parking spot and roll down my window and be like, "You okay? You're gonna be okay." I saw that was a bad accident.
No, I'm not okay. I have my notes and my tests. They're everywhere. Do I look okay to you? It hurt my bum on the sidewalk.
What?
And the kids and the pow and the running.
I'll look around. Is there anyone else around?
No,
There's no one else on this busy street except for me and this.
it's just
Professor
you and this
dude.
guy. And he is like crying.
He's so angry.
I feel like saying, "Okay, good luck with that," and then rolling my window back up and continuing the drive. I have an appointment to make. If I didn't have a prior commitment, maybe I'm a bad person now.
Are you actually gonna leave him there? I'm not judging you if you do.
Yes, you are.
Silently.
No, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna try and help him gather all of this
Okay.
shit together in inside of 5 minutes, so I can still book it and get to
Alright.
the appointment.
And the notes, and the physics, and the science, and the math is over there, and the English, and the paper. And he won't shut up the whole time you're helping him, right? And as you're going through all this stuff,
I'll grab
find-
the books and put them in a stack and stuff, and I'll ignore any papers that seem to be flying around in the breeze because fuck it, they're gone.
right, okay. So as you're helping him, you're picking up his books, you're putting them down, and he's just right. There's this there's something catches your eye. It's in all of his in one of his books. There's a lottery ticket, and it's
Okay.
a ticket that's you pick it up, you put it, and you notice it's $100.
Okay.
It hasn't been cashed in yet. It's a winning ticket for $100. This guy is chasing his papers all over the place and everything. He's not paying attention. You have an opportunity. Do you take the $100 ticket?
No, I'm not gonna take the ticket.
Okay, you put it down.
I put it back in the book.
Okay. Do you tell him about it?
Well, I assume he knows about it.
Okay, you assume he knows about it. That's fine.
Yeah, because it was in his book. I mean, it seems likely he would know about his own damn lottery ticket.
Right.
I'll leave it sticking out of the book though, like a bookmark, so he doesn't lose
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So he can find it easily. All right.
Yeah,
Help him
exactly.
Pile up all of his stuff and thank you. You are kind and you are generous and you are young and you are good looking. I hate you. Thank you so much. Right.
Glad I could help. And then I book it towards my car.
And then you get right back in the car, and you check to make certain is the crucifix. Oh, it's still there. Okay, it's in one piece. Excellent. Nobody like robbed your car while you were helping the innocent man.
Thank God.
Thank God. And,
Seriously.
And when you go, okay, so we're gonna end that scene right there for you. All right. And what I want you to do, Matt, is I want you to roll. I want you to roll willpower at -2.
You mean resolve plus composure?
That is what I mean. Yes. Why would I ever mean anything else?
Did you want me to roll that once, twice? Well, how many times?
Once at -2. Okay, so for those of you who were here last week at the end of the last episode, Levi in his Hulk rage killed someone.
I'm gonna go crazy. Yep. I thought you were making everybody roll these.
No.
Oh, I failed.
Oh wow. Okay,
Yeah,
so Levi in his Hulk rage, he actually got Joe killed because he threw the guy who lived in the trailer, the guy who was opening the portal, he threw that guy back into the trailer as the trailer was about to explode because the portal was destabilizing. Now, I don't know about anybody here, but I've never murdered a dude in real life. Like, that's not something I've ever done, okay?
In real life.
Okay,
Nice
so, but I hear that it fucks with your head when that happens. So you've been...
I don't even know what happened.
Now, you remember, it's a hazy memory. Right?
Maybe it's just coming back to me now.
It's been eating at you. Yeah, right? So like, maybe that has something to do with why you were willing to stop such an important appointment to get out of the car, right? Because you're just feeling like a guilty schmuck.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But so I'm going to give you a condition, all right?
Naturally.
You are guilty.
About my character sheet here.
You are guilty.
Where do I even put this?
You are compelled to try and make up as much good karma as you can just to... And, like, you can't sleep without seeing Joe's face.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So whenever you go out of your way to super make up karma in a way that is, you know, like, notable and dramatically important, you will get a beat for playing into this derangement. Yes,
right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the world of darkness doing good things is a derangement.
That's right. Oh, that's great. Okay. So,
You're a great person. Have negative effects.
did my integrity drop?
Yes, you lost a point of integrity.
I should take away one of those check marks.
Yes, you should.
Okay.
Did you uncover a line of integrity with a thingy on it?
I'm losing sanity health, folks.
It's true.
For your entertainment.
Integrity is it's your sanity, it's your stability, it's your your groundedness.
Yep. All right. Cool. That's
okay.
Done.
Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to Axel. You are today is one of your very rare days off. Specifically, it's not a day off you would have taken if you'd had the opportunity because, you know, these streets need to be kept clean and the city needs you. But your boss has been pretty pissed with you as of late because you know, there's all this stuff going on with, like, keeping the city, you know, the people coming in and claiming to be waking up and, like, you actually kind of taking some of their sides and, like, it's just not, you know, the situation is tense with your boss. And he suggested to you that maybe a day or two of vacation was in order because you're obviously overworking yourself, you know, and even people who fight crime need time off. And so you've basically been ordered to shut the fuck up for a few days and go away.
Yeah, and if you don't, he'll slap you with a mental health eval.
Right, and you know if you don't take him up, then he's got to put got to pull in the evals and stuff. So here you are, right? And what kind of music does Axel listen to?
He listens to, well, it depends. I guess it depends. Like, what do you mean? Like in general, or?
Yeah, like what kind of music is it?
He listens to lots of, I don't know. I guess he listens to a lot of classic metal stuff. I guess.
All right. So
I was waiting to hear him say country.
Country. A little bit country.
A little bit country. So classic metal, and there's a big reunion concert going on these couple of days, right? Like we'll call it Okay, so the band in question is Geeky Barista. Thank you for the follow. The band in question is we'll call them Kissica.
Kissica.
Kissica, all right. All right. Kissica is a
What?
lead Kissica. That's the name of the band. Lead
They don't happen
Kissica.
to wear makeup at all, do they?
Some of them.
Okay.
Right, okay, so Lead Kissica is this classic band that like you were all about this. Your wife is really into Lead Kissica, right?
Okay.
And they're having a reunion tour, and that tour is stopping in town.
Right on.
Right on these days that your boss basically told you to fuck off, no work. So hey, you know, the stars are aligning, right? You might as well you know, take the missus down and see some Lead fucking Kissica live. Like you haven't heard these guys live since you were like, you've never heard these guys live. Actually, they're older than you are, right? Like, and so you're on your way there, okay? And you're running late because you know your wife's got to do the hair and she's got to get the makeup and like it's you're ready to go. Come on, we're gonna be late, right? Doors close when you know Lead Kissica concerts are not something you're late to, all right? But you know it's just with the missus being the missus and doing what she does, and so you're already running late. And as you are as you're pulling up into the parking lot, right? There's there's the building to your left is the parking lot that you pulled into, and then to your right, okay, there's this homeless woman. And as you step out of the car, right? Like she's across the road and she looks horrified. Like she's
at me. She looks like horrified at me.
Not horrified of you, but she looks at you and you see fear in her eyes, like legitimate like fear. Like her hands are shaking. Like this is a hunted woman, right? You've seen enough of this with in your line of work, right? The streets are mean, right? And you know your wife is like taking her sweet ass time getting out of the car, and you're gonna be late. And then there's this homeless woman. Do you rush over to the concert, fuck you up off duty, or do you go and investigate the homeless lady, or do you like potato sack your wife into the concert because we're late?
Wait, decisions. Yeah, I have to. Yeah, I'm gonna walk across, approach her, and ask her if it's all right. Did she need any assistance or anything like that?
Okay, so you are approaching her, right? And as you approach her, like she immediately starts to feel you immediately start like she immediately starts to calm down as you approach. And she's murdering under her breath.
Oh wow.
Wow!
She's a witch! Burn her!
So she's muttering under her breath. And it, like you've heard this kind of stuff before, like vets that have flashbacks or whatever. But she keeps muttering about how cold and dark it is. And how the lights won't turn on.
Oh god, that sounds familiar.
Right. So here's the deal. Ready? She seems to be fine when you approach. Like she's just a little shaky, like a little shuffling, a little muttering. She walks a little close to you. Your wife kind of looks at you quizzically from the car. She hasn't crossed the street to you yet, right?
Yeah.
And you know you're kind of like calming the old lady down a little bit. She shuffles a little bit more, and her dog like barks at you, like her little yippy mutt like barks.
Yep.
Like he doesn't know what to make of you. Like you're near his human, but you're not like doing anything bad, so he's not gonna make a fuss out of it yet, right? But he's got his eyes on you. Okay.
Yeah. No sudden movements.
He's like this big, right? Like.
Right.
And then you know you can't really get a sensible conversation out of her.
Yeah.
But the moment you like take a step away, like as you step away, she starts to get a little more distraught. Right.
Okay.
So what do? You got a concert to get to here with the missus.
Yeah.
What's your plan of action?
Potato sack into your car. Sorry.
Damn it.
It's Lead Kissica.
Yeah, I know, but I can't leave her behind. I can't let her just. She's obviously distraught. she mentioned some things that we kind of know all too well, or at least my character. It kind of reminds him of the trailer and the other scenes as well, being dark, cold, stuff like that. I'm gonna let's say I radio for no. I feel like I'm just gonna like is she across the street from where I live?
She's across the street from the concert.
From the concert. Yeah. Sorry. Nah, screw it. I'm gonna go to the concert. Man.
Terrible people.
I see lots of crazies in the city. I guess she's just another one that's whatever, and I just kind of, I don't know. I don't want to face the wrath of my wife for missing the concert.
That is totally legit.
So yeah. But I'm gonna take note of what I'm gonna make a point in myself to check on her after the concert. Like after the concert, I'm gonna come back to that same spot and see.
Is that an officer's promise?
If she's still there.
Okay. Well,
no officer's promise. I'm not gonna officer promise her that.
Like you start moving because you gotta get going. The concert's gonna close. Doors are gonna close soon, right? And you're pulling like, I gotta go. Like I'm off duty. Like I gotta go. And she's like, she gets really distraught, and her hands start shaking. She starts shouting about the dark and the cold. The dog starts yipping and yapping at you, but you gotta go. And you can make it to the concert just fine. You slip just barely in time as the doors close.
Yeah.
You barely make it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the concert will go on. It is a great concert. It is an absolutely amazing concert. Fuck that old lady. This is the best time you've had in a long time. Right. No, but the concert is great. It is
No
just
comment. He's in chat right now. No comment.
It is a fantastic concert. This is exactly the way you would have remembered them if you remembered them from when you were younger, except for they're older than you are.
Except for never. Yeah. Never seen him live before. Right.
It's fun. It's a blast. And on your way out, right? On your way out, the old lady is no longer there.
Surprise.
Okay.
She must have shuffled off. And your phone rings.
Okay.
Your phone rings, and it's an unlisted number.
All right. God, I feel like all of these are like. Okay, I'll answer the phone.
All right.
I'll answer it.
Mr. Omega, officer.
Yeah.
My name is Jonathan Hills. I'm assistant to a Mr. Jeremiah Kennington. Mr. Jeremiah Kennington is very concerned. We were told by several sources that of your co-workers on the force, you were the most dedicated and hardworking officer. And as a result of this information, we would like to personally hire you to man up an investigation for us.
Isn't that bribery?
Wait. Who? What's your name again?
My name is Jonathan Hills. I work for Mr. Jeremiah Kennington.
Who the hell's Jeremiah Kennington?
Mr. Jeremiah Kennington is the proprietor of several gated communities. He owns several large upscale living communities.
Oh crap! I didn't even have my phone now. Hold on.
Does he own short bushes?
Yeah. Listen, I don't take any stuff on the side. I work for the city. And the city never sleeps.
Mr. Omega.
Yeah.
You were recommended to us personally by the mayor.
By the mayor?
Yes, sir.
He's damn. Why is all this stuff happening when I'm on vacation? You know, crime doesn't go on vacation.
That's exactly what the mayor said you would say, Mr. Omega.
Yeah, he knows me well. We owe him a casserole as well, too. I almost forgot. So, all right, look, listen here. All right. Is there a way I can meet you or something? It's kind of weird just taking this like over the phone. I mean, anybody can call me up and be like, "Hey, can you do this for me?" And,
Mr. Kennington would see you as soon as possible. I can give you the address. We can even send you a ride if need be.
No, I'll drive there myself. Can you give me like an hour or so?
Mr. Kennington will see you in an hour, definitely. Here's the address, and he'll tell you the address.
Okay. Have a great day.
You too.
I didn't know how the conversation was going. All right, but can I make I need to make like a personal note. I do want my character make a personal note about that crazy old lady's house and
the homeless crazy old lady who doesn't have a house.
Well, yeah, homeless, but where she was.
Yeah, totally.
And I probably want to come back there in the future because something's weird about that. But so we'll drive home. And then I'll make a point to, well, as soon as we get home, then we can head off to Kennington's place. Or I'll go by myself to Kennington's place.
Right, no need to bring the missus with you.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So, Levi, you will pull up, and there will be a big gate, like a big black iron gate. The manor that you've been instructed to bring this crucifix to is actually very on the other end of this scene. I'm sorry, guys. It's top of the hour, and this is the part before we start the next sequence. All right. So here's the deal, guys. If you're still watching and we haven't scared you off with ridiculousness, terrible jokes, and baldness,
Wow.
Then,
son of a bitch.
we're gonna take 3 minutes here, all right, and we will be right back after this intermission. Stretch your legs, get a drink, rest your eyes, don't fall asleep, okay? Because this creepy music is gonna give you nightmares if you do. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start up this intermission here, okay? And we'll be right back in 3 minutes.